So here we are with episode 5 of Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elaina. Last episode, we saw Mira Rose's story and how she became the princess with no subjects to rule over. So that was a fun story. So we just have to see what we've got in store in this episode. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access in the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. Whoa, Fran's got a book now? Goddamn. Seal of approval? Oh, wow. Well, you know, we heard from Fran that she's like some big hot shot before. Not her words, exactly, but, you know, to see that she's got a book by her, of her adventures or whatnot. Kind of sounded like lobby music for a second there. Oh, damn! That's what Fran did before. Except, you know, not as good. She's real. I was gonna say, I'm just like, you're a witch. You can do whatever you want, right? You're like a specter. Except not really. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, I go back to what a... Oh, alright. Well, gotta get permission. That man just had a stick. So the answer to that is no, still. Not on the specter level. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Oh. This is a kidnapping? Because what? Yeah. Who are you people? No. Alright, get out of here, pretty boy. Oh shit, she's surrounded. Hell, this is a kidnapping. What do you mean they'll run away? You guys are chasing after her. Well, this is certainly a chase music. I like that glimmer on the... Yeah, I like that glimmer on the water that shines on the building. Damn, she really just fucking tired him out. The teacher? Wow, really fucking... Oh! Oh! There's Fran! Of course Fran would be the person who puts Elaina in her... Yeah, of course she'd be the one who put Elaina in her lesson without her realizing. We're both to blame. Alright, Fran. Yeah, I got my resources. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Keeping in contact? Because of your mother? Oh, your mother was a witch? Alright.
原稿用紙が100枚くらいになったあたりで読み返してみたら、あまりの痛々しさに床をのたれ回りま
Relatable.
こう旅行カバンの底にしまったまま忘れていたのですが、ある国を訪れた時にカバンを売ってしまいましてね。
And then she saw her book with her.
時々思い出して恥ずかしくなるんです。あの原稿用紙が誰かの手に渡り
And then they publish it?
ちゃんと日記をつけるのですよ。そんなことまでお母さんに聞いたんですか？
Damn, dude. How close are you with your mom?
お母様も。じゃあ、書くのをサボるわけにはいきませんね。
Are they making implication that one of them is Nike and the other one is full?
こちらが灰の魔女イレイナさんです。どうも。
Getting dragged into her lesson. Wow, guest lecturer.
はーい、彼氏はいるの？どの国が一番好きですか？
この国ですよ。今のはお世辞かしら。本心ですよ。
No, it's because you're here. Come on now.
はいはい、パンツは？パンツ
水の操作がうまくいかなくて持ち上げるのがやっとなんです。どうしたらいいですか？ちょっとやってみてください。
Oh, lifting the whole bucket too while you're at it.
あらら、どうしたらいいでしょう。まだコツがつかめていないみたいですね。
I'm just over here like, I swear if you just suddenly touch her hand and get close to her. I say as she's doing it.
結構楽しんでしまったのでした。
Damn, bro. Wow, the suffering of that fish. Yeah, even the fish is just like, just kill me, please.
私のお気に入りの場所なのですよ、ここ。
They got little headlights.
あなた、私の大好きな景色を。本当に。
It's a nice drawn city.
明日の朝、出発するのですよね。
Oh my god. The 3D seagulls that's flying in place. Wow, this is a really good moving background for like your desktop and stuff.
イレイナの好きなものは何ですか？何ですか？突然。旅ですね。旅以外で。
Oh man, other hobbies?
それ以外では？
Oh man.
さっきから。いえ、少し気に。
Traveling and books.
好きではないのですか？蝶々。普通ですね。なるほど。普通に好き。
You like them, okay?
花。戻ってきましたね。どうなのです？
It's the only thing I have in my pocket. So take the flowers.
ということで、明日。
Okay, so you like flowers.
フラン先生は多分私に花をくれるつもりです。
Oh, so it's something else?
ですが、花は枯れてしまいます。どこか別の国でフラン先生とこの国のことを思い出して悲しくなってしまうかもしれません。
Well, you're a traveler. You can always come back.
私はフラン先生を待たずに旅立とうと決めました。悲しい思いをしなくて済むかもしれない。さようなら。
Oh?
花？
Flowers that looks like butterflies? This is...
とはどんな人でしょうと期待に胸を膨らませているのです。
Alright, hopefully only good things happen next episode. Okay, that was a very much a palate cleanser type of episode after like episode 3 and 4. Very much a palate cleanser, but like, you know, I expected that we were going to see Fran again eventually, and so here we are in this episode where we see Fran in her place and the place that she teaches. Thank goodness that Elena's leaving, and just leaving that whole cast of students behind. No thanks, they can just stay there for... God, that guy with the blonde hair keeps smiling and shining his eyes. Like, I know that his appearance initially kind of makes me thinks about, if I just glance at it, initially think about, like, the main guy from Love is War. But currently, all I can think about is fucking Zephyr. Is that what his name is? It started with a Z at the very least, but it's one of a character in Iruma. We have not seen him yet, but like that's why he reminds me of, and I'm just like, ugh. And it started making me think about like, oh man, imagine once we actually get to like an Iruma, you know, season 7 or something. Maybe season 6. Oh, is this a Oh, this is the adventure of Fran?
とかっこよすぎやしませんか？
Damn, a whole fucking... Wow. Dude, Franska.
今度フラン先生と会っても面白い土産話をしてあげることができそうですね。
Damn, bro. She's got a whole fucking town that just idolizes her. My god. Okay. Alright. Well, I wasn't talking about Irma, but it's alright. We're just going right back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 5 of Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elaina, or Elaina, as Fran says. Just, I was listening to that, I'm just like, is she saying Elaina? Elaina! But I'm just gonna roll right back to Elaina immediately after, so whatever. But as I mentioned towards the end of the reaction, that this is pretty much a palate cleanser for the last 2 episodes, which kind of makes me wonder if we're going to get another wholesome one, or if we're just gonna go right back into the darkness of the world. We'll just have to find out in the next episode. But because this episode was, a little bit more on the wholesome aspect, Elaina gets to see her mentor after a couple years, or 2. A couple is 2, so 2 or 2 years, I just said. But it was good for Elaina, you know, she wanted to see Fran at some point in her travels, and here she is, finding the place that Fran lives in, seeing that this is a great city and all that, right? She says she loves this place, which, you know, not only is it because, like, there's a lot of mages out here doing work, entertaining the people, and whatnot, but her mentor is still here as well, right? It's not still here, but her mentor is here as well. So, of course, it's gonna be a place that she loves. Thank God that we don't get to see the whole cast of France's students, because, like, honestly, they are just, they're walking, talking stereotypes, or archetypes, whichever one. So I'm just like, alright, thank God we don't have to see more of them, alright? Especially the dudes. I'm just like, alright, a little bit too much. You're laying it a little bit too heavy, alright? So there are a few scenes I wanted to talk about. The first being the Royal Academy of Magic, or per se, the way that Elaina reacted when she sees this place. It's a big curiosity for her. Curiosity kills the cat and whatnot. She comes here, she stands at a place where the gate is closed. And she's just like, oh, the Royal Academy of Magic? And she's over like, oh, you know, I really shouldn't try and get in, should I? I really shouldn't. Yeah, she's talking to the fucking devil and angel on her shoulder out here. Obviously, the devil one. And so she commits a good little beanie, and the guy comes on over, and he's just like, yo, you shouldn't be coming in here, because, like, first of all, this is the Royal Magic Academy. And coming from the word royal, right, you would assume that, especially with Fran saying that the king put her here in this academy, it's probably a pretty high up magic academy. And so Elaina comes here, the guy comes on over, he's like, this camp is strictly off limit to the public, and then the guy's just like, oh, you're an honored witch, you know, forgive my rudeness. And then she's just like, yeah, think nothing of it, you know, excuse me. And then she just immediately walks right back in, you know, because she's just like, my status as a witch? Alright, see you later. I'm gonna keep going in. But the other thing that I thought was pretty interesting was after Elaina leaves, the guy reports her over to Fran, and he was saying that he caught a young witch, you know, trying to sneak into the campus. Maybe she's from another country, maybe she's a spy. And I'm just like, alright, you know, that's showcases that they are wary of maybe not witches in particular, but just other people in different countries. Well, actually, could also be witches, because they're higher ups, and if they're from another country, then it's just like, okay, you know, what's going on, right? This person's spying on our country. We don't want this person, we don't want this person here, and, you know, gotta keep an eye on them and whatnot. So that was a nice, just a small little tidbit on, you know, perhaps, political stuff. The other scene I want to talk about is between Elaina and Fran, and how when Fran says, so you wanted to become a traveler, is it because of your mother? And then Elena's just like, my mother? What are you talking about? And so Fran just drops that topic, and she's just like, oh, okay, so you didn't become a traveler because of your mom, which I presume it's because her mom was a witch before? I've just started to realize, is she Nikkei? Is that what it is? Is that what they're trying to imply this episode? But Elaina says, no, I got into traveling because of the books, the Adventures of Nikkei. So Fran's just like, all right, that's cool, you know? And so they read it together. Fran says that her favorite book is Fura? Fura the Novice Witch. I'm actually looking at a different subtitle, so they wrote it as Fura. So I'll just write it as Fura until I look at the Crunchyroll one again, and it shows me something different. I think it might have been like Fura or something. But anyways, Fura. So the last chapter of this book from the Adventures of Nikkei, whatever, how many books that they have, is the Fura, the Novice Witch, and Nikkei trains Fura, and eventually Nikkei reveals that she's moving to the countryside to live a life of an ordinary woman. Okay, so that's Elena's mom. It's Fura who is going to continue on her journey. That's where the adventure of Nikkei ends. And then she's gonna be like, well, this really brings back memory. Yeah, so... Oh, we have this scene of Elaina helping Fran out, teaching the kids and all that. And then there's this blonde boy who's just like, oh, I have a bit of trouble trying to, keep a clear crystal ball of the water. And so, Elaina, you're pouring too much magical energy. Oh, maybe you relaxed a little bit too much, haha, whatever. And then this girl is like, oh, would you mind helping me with something? And Elena's just like, all right, I'm gonna come on over to you. And she talks about how she's not very good at controlling the water. So Elena's just like, all right, show me what you've got. And then at some point, I'm just like, I swear to Christ, if you're fucking gonna get close to her and like touch her hand or whatever, she just doesn't. She just fucking gets herself close to her. And it just, she doesn't. Okay, I forgot to mention how she touches her wrist in this part, but like when she did it to Saya in episode 2, why I was like, oh, like what the fuck's going on here is because the way that they showcase the one scene in particular where she goes and she grabs Saya's hand, she does it so like sensually for some fucking reason. Like this is Saya's hand, right? And then this is this is Elena's hand as she goes on. She does this before she grabs her wand. And it does that for for a split second, like a few frames, and I'm just like, why do they do it like that? But yeah, we certainly see that Elena's got a preference. And towards the end, Fran has a gift for Elaina, but Elaina didn't see Fran for a bit, so she was planning on just leaving without saying goodbye to Fran, because she feels like if Fran were to give her some flowers, it would make her feel really sad whenever she sees the same flower again, and she'd rather run away than to get hurt, which is an understandable response. An understandable response. I'm going to leave and I'm going to do the hurting before you hurt me. Not to say that, she's deliberately hurting Fran. But, if she were to leave without waiting for Fran, that would have hurt Fran. Right? So, I'd rather hurt you than you hurt me. That sort of mentality. I understand. But, in the end, it was nice, right? She's got herself a little tied flower. And then Fran and her students come out with, just flower petals. I like that Fran was over here like, you like flowers? All right, so let me go grab all these flowers and just pluck the petals out of them. I was like, at least maybe it was it would be a bouquet or something. But honestly, if I see a flower bouquet at this point, I'm just going to think back on episode 3. But she just gets flower petals and just toss them instead. It's a nice goodbye, a nice farewell, and in the end, Elaina smiles at this farewell. So that kind of takes us back to the first part, but also the last part of the episode, where Elaina acquires a book called The Adventures of Fran, I believe? Yeah, The Adventures of Fran. And then I love that at the bottom, it's just, the king approves. The king likes this story. But this is a story that Fran was telling Elaina about how she wrote a few hundred pages in, and then she felt so bad that it's written badly, and she just forgot about it, and then she sold the bag. And so somebody got the bag, and they're just like, whoa, this manuscript is pretty fucking rad, I'm gonna publish it. Yo, this person's making money off of Fran. She doesn't even realize. From what we see here, a lot of Fran merchandise. People love Fran in this part of the city. This part of this country, actually, because it's been 6 months since she last saw Fran. So, Jesus Christ, dude, there's just this whole area that idolizes her. She comes here by accident one day. Well, not that, I don't know if she's able to travel as much, consider that she's there working at the Royal Academy, and the one particular reason why I would presume that she left the academy is because Elena's mom called her up, right? Fran was just over like, yeah, I'm here to meet up with someone, and then the only person that we see her meet up with is Elena's mom. So, you know, I'm here for your mom gave me some money. And it kind of goes back to that question of like, okay, like how powerful is Elena's family if she could just like get a witch or something, and especially like not a witch from the town, but like a witch from like how many countries over just to get her to come on over. Like, oh, she just happens to be traveling there, and then Elena's mom just happened to got her and then gave her some money so then she can train, just so she can train Elaina. I don't know, a pretty big coincidence. But then if we go into the idea that Elena's mom was Nikke, and Fran is her apprentice beforehand, possibly could be an understandable reason why Fran made her way there. So despite this episode being all the wholesome stuff and then a little bit of shenanigans in terms of like school related stuff, you know, that you would see in anime, those stuff don't really care much about, but like the few chunks, the few scenes that I've talked about here, I really enjoyed them. So we'll just have to see what the next episode has in store for us. But until then, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.